Okay. There we go. All good. All back to normal. I really hope people will actually rejoin now. Bit of a shaky start, but we should now be back on. Hello! Welcome back. So the game's working now. Obviously, everyone's left because it took so long to happen, so we'll wait a minute just while everyone rejoins. But hello, welcome back. The game has finally updated. Sorry it took so long. I really wasn't expecting it. The game just randomly drops an update on you when you least expect it, and you have no choice but for it to be updated. But we're back in now. And if I go to the multiplayer server list, you will see that it's there! Bhutan Pantai, Ashby Industries. Let's do it. Okay, so I'm going to get straight into the game now. But just to recap for everyone, if you would like to join me on this multiplayer server, it's empty right now. There's nobody else on there. It's a maximum of 8 players. So if you want to join me for multiplayer farming sim, now is your chance. It is crossplay. You can join from your console if you have one. You can join from your PC. You can join from wherever. Just join the Discord, and there will be instructions in there on how you can get into this multiplayer server. Okay, let's go. I haven't actually been on for a few days as well, so I'm not sure what's been done while I've been away. How are you, says John Bigmore. I'm very good, John. How are you doing today? Thanks for following, by the way. Sorry, I can't read that username because it's Cyrillic. I think you were the same person who followed me the other day when I was playing Train Simulator, right? If so, welcome back. We'll be there in just a minute. So yeah, again, if you want to join me for multiplayer, if you want to join this server, you will have to join the Discord first, and there'll be instructions there on how to get in. But you can join from your PC, Xbox, or PlayStation. You don't need to have any mods, but you will require the MacDon DLC. And eventually, when other DLC come out, they'll be added to the server as well. But it's going to be a completely mod-free server to make it a bit more accessible for people joining from consoles. And it is 24/7, so you can join the server at any time. Even when I'm not on it, you can join and do what you want to do. How are you, Saul? Says Stormtrooper. I'm very good. Very good. Hey, buddy, says Catman Charlie. How are you doing? And we are not quite in. We're in. Okay, so. Woo. So I don't know how much this is gonna lag. Obviously, we're on a multiplayer game right now, and I'm streaming at the same time, so it might not be the best on my internet. We're only going to play on the multiplayer for about an hour, and then I'm going to switch over to my single-player world for the rest of the stream. But I did just want to, briefly show you what the multiplayer world currently looks like, and give you the opportunity to join me if you would like to. Ignore the bales that are very messily stacked. Thanks for following Michael Robert 672. Very kind of you. Okay, so here is basically our multiplayer server. We're on... One second. This one. We're on Hutan Pantai, which is the East Asian map. And if I just go into the map, I can actually show you what land we currently own. Farmland. Okay, so we own all of this area around the starting farm. We got field 27, which is directly in front of us. We got field 28 to the left there, and we got the rice fields over at the back. We also have a bit of land up near the shop, which is currently being used for goats. The goats are not visible for some reason. That's just that's a bug with the game. If I open the animal menu, you can see there are actually 16 goats in there. They're just completely invisible. But we do have 16 goats. They are producing milk and consuming hay. Okay, first, that will happen a lot because it's multiplayer. There'll be a lot of rollback like that. Sorry, apologies in advance. This is why I'm not going to be playing multiplayer for the whole stream, because if I do, that'll get very tedious. Okay, first thing I want to do, I want to try to bale this because there was a little bit of a bug last time. I tried to bale the grass in this field, and the baler was picking up the grass, but then just deleting it. Like, the baler wasn't actually filling it up, it was just deleting the grass from existence. So I'm going to go down there first and foremost. Oh, I didn't realise we had a tractor at the shop. I'm going to go down there first and foremost and see if we can finish the baling. Hopefully we can. Woo. Oh. Oh yeah, I did buy a veg planter. I forgot what that was for a second there. I bought a discounted veg planter because I would like to start doing veg at some point. Oh, whoops. Bit of oversteer there. Catman Charlie says, alright, thank you. How are you enjoying the game? Very much enjoying the game, yes. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I haven't played it much this last week because I've been so engrossed in Factorio. But I have had a lot of fun with the game so far. Always been a big fan of John Deere's, said Stormtrooper. I've always been quite a big fan of the classic John Deere's. I wouldn't say I'm as much of a fan of their more modern stuff, but as someone who's quite into classic tractors in general, some of the older John Deere's are really cool. I love the tricycle designs. They're not technically three-wheelers, but they have like a single front. I don't know what the word is. You know what I mean. Oh, I've accidentally detached the baler there. Okay, so what happened last time is as I was driving over the grass, yeah, it's doing the same thing. So you can see that it is actually picking the grass up, like the grass is disappearing off the ground, but it's not going into the baler. The baler is completely empty. So the baler's completely empty. It's not actually picking up the grass, it's deleting the grass, which I don't want. So unfortunately we are going to have to leave the baler here until that bug gets sorted. I really don't want to waste all this grass, but it just won't let me pick it up. Getting quite misty as well. Let's put the beacons on. Whoa! Bit of a bump there. So before I do anything else, I'm going to take the veg harvester. Is it a harvester or a planter? I'm not actually sure what it is. I've bought something vegetable related. I think it's a harvester. I'm going to start by taking it back to the farm before we do anything else. Oh, that's not the connection point. I'm an idiot. Sorry, I thought that was the connection point. It isn't. It's actually back here, I think. Isn't it? Yeah. Oh, that's weird. Okay, well. Very strange how it attaches to the tractor there. But okay. Let's get it back to the farm. Woo. Thanks for the heart, by the way, Scotty Dog. Much appreciated. The graphics seem to be a lot lower today as well. I'm not sure why that is. I haven't adjusted the graphics settings in any way, but it feels like they've been turned down somehow. Oh, that's... How do I use my indicators in this one? I've forgotten. Okay. Got it. Yeah, definitely looks a lot worse than it normally does. It could be because I'm on multiplayer server and streaming at the same time. Maybe the beacon's got something to do with it, actually. No, that doesn't seem to have affected it. What your pronoun says, Mr. Reese20. She, her. Thank you for asking, Mr. Reese20. It could be the mist, actually. It might be the mist that's affecting the performance. If I log in as admin, because it's my server and I can do that. Okay, log in as admin and then I'll be able to control the timescale. I'm just going to put it right up to 360 so we can fast forward through the night. Because there's also a bug on this server, or on this world, where it won't let me sleep for some reason. So if we want to skip the night, we have to fast forward. I think it would be safe to say, now that I've been playing the game for a few weeks, there are a few bugs. Your cam is squint, says Love Buddy. What do you mean? Cam seems alright to me. I'm going to skip to about 6 AM. Your farming sim cam squint for me. I don't know what you mean. Oh, you mean it's narrow? That's just the size of the game window. It's just because I'm playing in a 16:9 aspect ratio. So it does look a little bit narrow on the live stream. I apologise for that. Okay, 6 o'clock. I'll start to turn the clock back down now to We'll keep it on 10 times. You're not vertical, you're diagonal, says Aaron. What do you mean? I can see the preview, I'm not... What do you mean? If you mean that my camera is very slightly tilted to one side, that's deliberate. That's so that you can see all of my setup, because if I have the camera, like, straight up, it cuts off half of the control panel, so you can't actually see all the buttons along here. So it's deliberately at a slight angle. That's my camera's deliberately angled slightly to one side. Anyway. So what do we actually need to do today? I have got oilseed radish in the fields at the minute, just as a cover crop over the winter, so I can see how they're getting on. They're withered, apparently. Whoops. Well, I guess a good place to start would be to turn them into the soil then. Let's go and grab ourselves a cultivator. Whoops. Ignore that. Ignore that. Okay, we'll start in this field because it's right next to us. God, right. I'm not being funny, but the volumetric fog is far too intense. I mean, I guess, you know, fog, it is quite realistic as well. Sometimes it is very foggy in real life. Fog is a real thing that actually happens. But it's way overpowering right now. There we go. Oh, lag, ping, massive ping. Yeah, we're not going to be on the multiplayer server for long because the ping is unbearable right now, probably because I'm streaming at the same time. I'm probably going to play on the multiplayer server for another half an hour, so again, if you would like to join me for multiplayer, now's your chance, because at 4 o'clock I am going to switch over to the single player world. Oh god, this is awful. Yeah, I don't think we can really keep this up for long. What do the lines mean in the field, says Catman Charlie? That's the steering assist. So basically, if you just drive into a field and then hold down, well, I don't know which button it is on the keyboard, but if I hold down the 1 key on my steering wheel, it automatically like detects the lanes of the field. So if I start driving now, I don't have to steer. unfortunately, I can't actually drive because the lag is unbearable. I'm going to finish off this cultivating job, and then we're going to switch over to single player because the lag is way too much. I mean, I have noticed that the servers are already quite laggy, like, in general, but add on top of that the fact that I'm streaming at the same time, it really doesn't help matters. So I'll finish off this cultivating job, and then we'll go over to the single player for the rest of the stream. Okay. I'm gonna make another slight complaint. Somehow they've managed to make the GPS steering worse. The GPS steering is one of the features that I'm most happy about in this game. It is absolutely incredible. Somehow in the latest update they have managed to change it in a way that I don't like. It seems to not be working as well. I don't know what they've done to it, but it feels different. Oh, it's snowing. Wonderful. Okay, maybe it was just that one field that was a bit... because it is a very awkward shaped field. Let's see how it goes in this one. A little bit better. Something's definitely changed about it, though. I can't quite pinpoint what. Oh, whoops. Oh, come on, please. And we're stuck. Oh, are you joking? Why is it? It feels like every game that I've played this week has just gone wrong. We won't even talk about what happened with OMSI, because that was a fucking disaster. Sorry for swearing. But even with Minecraft on Monday, I had a few problems with the game, and it started to stress me out a bit, and now today, Farming Sim, I don't know. It's just... no game has gone right for me this week, I feel like. Okay, we're nearly there now anyway. Apart from that massive bit there that we've missed. It just seems to be having more trouble finding the lane. Like, look, it's not finding the lane. Before, it seemed to be a lot better at finding the next lane. They've done something to it. They've done something to the GPS, and it doesn't work as well now. I don't know what, but they have. How are you looking around in the game? It says Chackle. I hope I'm saying that right, by the way. Oh, it is Chackle. Okay. I've got thumbsticks on my steering wheel. So that's how I'm looking around. I should really be concentrating on what I'm doing. Whoops. I'm going to get that little bit that I missed as well. And then I think we're probably going to switch over to the single player in a minute, because the ping on the server is just way too much. It's affecting the quality of the live stream. The game itself is chugging quite a bit. I think it's probably going to be better if I just play the single player world on stream, and then I can play the multiplayer world off stream. But once again, if you are interested in joining the multiplayer world, all the information on how to do that is in the Discord. But yeah, I don't think it's going to be very practical for me to play the multiplayer world on stream, because the, streaming is already demanding enough on my internet, but playing a multiplayer game at the same time, it just it can't quite keep up. So I think we're probably gonna leave it there for the multiplayer. I don't need to take my key out. We're going to be carrying on in single player. Okay, save the game. Back to the main menu. I'd tap it, says user 367114285. Thank you very much. I mean, I wouldn't let you, but it's nice to be offered, I guess. Okay, there's a couple more mods that I'm just going to quickly download. Hey Danny, how are you doing? Catman Charlie says that's how mod with key start. I'm not sure what you mean by that, Charlie. Stormtrooper says, wait, what? I was just responding to a lovely comment from user 367114285, who said, and I quote, "I'd tap that." What cars are in the game? There are, I think, 2 cars in the game. In terms of buyable cars. Let me just download those. Because there's the Skoda. You can buy a Skoda in this if you want to drive a Skoda. And there's also the pickup, which is it a Lizard pickup or a Chevy? I can't remember. I think it's a Lizard. I don't think they've got. I don't think Chevy's in the game as a brand. With mods, definitely, but not not base game. Just give it a second. Sometimes it works if you go back to the main menu. Oh, see, that did work. Let's try it again. Saul says, Catman Charlie. Yes, what's up? Okay. This one doesn't seem to want to download, but I'm not going to be selling any of my buildings in this stream anyway, so I think we're alright. Okay, unlimited colour configurator. Sure, why not? Better context actions, yes, we'll enable that. I'm not going to enable developer power tools because that's essentially cheats. I'm not going to enable government subsidy, greenhouse automatic watering, or guaranteed crop prices for the same reason. Or the lizard TARDIS, because I think they've got a basically infinite storage space. I'm not going to go with park vehicle or power tools. Maybe... No, I'll leave production point leasing as well. Quick screenshot mode I'll enable. Random beacon light speed I'll enable. And I think that's pretty much it, so let's go. Did you enjoy OMSI, said Jack Maxwell. I didn't enjoy it on the stream, no. But I did... I have played a bit offline and tried to sort of learn the controls a little bit better. So next time we play OMSI, I will actually know what I'm doing. It's a good game, don't get me wrong. It's a lot more realistic than I was expecting. I didn't expect there'd be so much to remember and so much to learn how to do. Which is why I was getting a bit stressed out with it on the stream, for which I do apologise. I was having a stressful day in general, and the game itself wasn't really helping with that. But yeah, I've played some of the game off camera to just sort of familiarise myself with the controls a little bit more, and it is a lot of fun, and I do look forward to playing it again. And like I say, next time we play it on stream, I will actually know what I'm doing, so it'll be a lot less stressful for me. What wheel are you using? This is the Logitech G Heavy Equipment wheel. It's part of the Heavy Equipment bundle, which also includes the side panel and brake and accelerate pedal. And it's a very good wheel. Unfortunately, another slight problem with OMSI is that I couldn't figure out how to map the thumbsticks. So I was having to use the mouse to look around. I still haven't managed to solve that yet, but we'll see what happens. Okay. Do you know when... Oh, sorry, I'll get back to that question in a minute. Do you know when Oxygen David is going to be releasing maps? I don't know. I know that he's converting Calmsden Farm at the minute, which should be out fairly soon. He is working on a brand new map, especially for FS25, but obviously that's going to take a very long time to actually be done, which is why he's released... which is why he's porting over Calmsden Farm in the meantime. So yeah, he is working on a map for FS25 at the minute, but there's no release date or anything as far as I'm aware. He is trying to port over Calmsden Farm, which should be in the next couple of months. So, and I would love to play it on stream. I'm a big fan of Oxygen David's maps. Hope your day goes great today. Thank you very much, Stormtrooper. That's very kind of you. What is Patreon, says 2Light2. Patreon is a place where you can support me financially if you so choose. It costs £1 a month, and you get your name on this board, as well as VIP access in the Discord. And that's pretty much it at the minute. There will be more benefits coming eventually, but because I don't really have that much that I can offer at the moment, I decided to put the price, you know, as low as I reasonably could, which is why it's only £1 a month. But you will get your name on this board and a nice shout out. So thank you, Kate, Sophie, Gabby, Jess, and Daniel for supporting me over on Patreon. Okay, we got a few. I'm gonna start playing the actual game, but we do have a few more questions that I just want to read out right now. So Danny says, is it multiplayer? No, right now I'm not playing multiplayer, sorry. I know the stream, the title of the stream says multiplayer farming sim. We've actually just finished with the multiplayer server for today. It was causing quite a lot of lag, streaming and playing on a multiplayer server at the same time. My internet's not the best, so I'm going to stay in single player for the rest of the stream. You can still join the multiplayer, and I will still be playing on the multiplayer server in my free time, but I won't be streaming on the multiplayer server for that reason. Okay, how do you track what he does? Does he have socials? Yes, so Oxygen David is on Facebook. I know, Facebook. You know, 2005 called, but I am on Facebook, and Oxygen David is also on Facebook, and he does post a lot of development updates and stuff like that on Facebook. I don't really follow many like mod creators and stuff like that on social medias, but Oxygen David obviously is one of, you know, one of the best quality mod creators for Farming Sim. He's created some really, really amazing stuff for Farming Simulator 17, 19, and 22. And he is working on some stuff for 25 as well. So yeah, he is on Facebook if you want to keep up to date with sort of the development of his mods for FS25. Okay, now that the questions are out of the way, we're in the game. Let's see what actually needs to be done. So we're currently in November. There are stones to be picked. We could do that. I think that's pretty much it. Stones. And yeah, that is it. Okay. So let's get a stone picker, shall we? Let's go into the shop. See what's going in the stone pickers category. There is only one stone picker, and I will lease it rather than outright buying it because it is quite pricey for something that we're not going to use very often. I think we only need the front lights on just to go to the shop. Something, I don't know, it feels like my graphics are way worse than they were last week. I don't know if the update has like changed my graphics settings or something like that, but like you watched the previous Farm Sim stream, you know that it didn't look as bad as this in the last live stream. Something has happened to my graphics settings. But I don't really want to quit the game and go and change them, because we're already like an hour and a half in and we've done very little so far because we've been messing about with so many, you know, updating the game and then updating the mods and whatever else. I would like to actually just play the game, but also it's quite annoying that my graphics have been changed. Should be using my indicators really. I've got a mod that automatically turns off the indicators, which is very handy. God knows why the game doesn't just do that by default. I guess they're not expecting players to actually use their indicators, but I will try to. Oh yeah, I've got a realistic interior camera mod as well, so I can't actually turn 360 degrees now in the cab. There is a limit to how far I can turn my head. Which is good, I do like a nice bit of realism. I mean, do I need to use my indicator here? I said I was going to start using it, but let's not be excessive. Turn your beacon on, says Ben. This tractor doesn't have a beacon, unfortunately, so I can't use my beacon light right now. Is it just because it's, like, twilight? Maybe if I don't need to fast forward because I can go to sleep, but maybe if I go to sleep, maybe it's just the lighting that's making the graphics look worse. I don't know. I'm clutching at straws, but we'll find out. I mean on your desktop, says Ben. Yeah, the beacon on the desktop only works if the beacon on the tractor is on. So I can't use it right now because the tractor that I'm driving doesn't have a beacon light. I will show you it though as soon as we are in a vehicle with a beacon light on it. But obviously our starting tractor, the Challenger, doesn't, which is a shame. Oh, let's turn the engine off. And the lights. Oh, I got to turn the engine on to turn the lights off. Okay, there we go. Okay, wake me up at 8 o'clock. See if that helps. Okay, any better? I don't know, it's the lighting. For some reason the lighting just feels really flat. And it did not, like, I'm not crazy. It did not look this bad in the last live stream. Somehow, I don't know how, but somehow my graphics settings have been changed. And I can't change them from within the game. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna just go back to the main menu. I know we're gonna then have to load back into the game again, but I would rather get to the bottom of this and figure out what's wrong, because something is very wrong. But the hardware profile's on Ultra. This is what I don't get. Okay, I'm going to turn the graphics down to very high. And then I'm going to turn them back up to Ultra. And see if that helps. Any updates perhaps, says Atlas's Mind. Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying earlier. The game has been updated, and somehow, I don't know how, but somehow the graphics look different after the update, even though I haven't adjusted my graphics settings at all. This might fix it. If not, we're just going to have to live with it for the rest of the stream. But I swear, like, and you know, I don't just have to swear. If you saw the last live stream, you'll know that I'm telling the truth. The graphics looked better in the last live stream, and I don't know why. Does that look any different? It looks the same to me. We'll just live with it. I don't want to be spending the whole. We've spent enough time in this stream with me faffing about trying to get stuff working. We'll just deal with it. We'll just live with it, and I will sort it out in time for the next stream. Somehow, I don't know how, but somehow the graphics have changed. It doesn't look as good as it did in the last stream, and I don't know why. But I will figure out why in time for the next stream. And for today, we'll just deal. I don't know. Anyway. Let's just get on with what we need to do, which is stone picking. We'll do... Can we do 2 headlands? 2 or 3? Or 4? We'll do 2. I normally do 2. My instinct is to do 2, so we'll do 2. Maybe it is just the lighting. Maybe when the sun comes out a bit more, it'll look a bit better. Maybe it's just the time of day. I genuinely don't know. We'll see. Is that a rock crusher, by the way? I think it is. Let me just go and see for a second. Cement. Okay. What is this? What do I... It's a cement factory. Okay, so I'm guessing, because we can construct buildings in this, like we can actually build buildings by bringing over the materials, so I would assume that we have to make our own cement for that. And there's a cement factory, which is interesting. So much lag, says Charlie. I'm sorry about that, Charlie. I really don't know why. Maybe it's my computer, you know? It is a brand new computer. But maybe I just need to restart it. Maybe there's something... Maybe there's some background process running that's just eating up all my resources, because the stream is lagging way more than usual, the game graphics are looking way worse than usual. The only thing I can think of is that there's some background process running and it's making my computer chug. But also, I've restarted the stream once already today. I really don't want to have to restart it a second time. You know? If I have to, then I have to. We'll see how it goes. I'll keep playing for now. But if it is really serious, I might have to restart my computer. Actually, it could be my graphics drivers. That would explain a lot, actually. Because obviously all of the game graphics are handled by the graphics card, but also the stream encoding is handled by the graphics card as well. So if it's my graphics drivers that are out of date, that would explain basically all the problems that I've been having in today's stream. I'm going to have a quick look at that, actually. Excuse me a moment. Okay. So it says that my graphic drivers are up to date, but there is also a newer game-ready driver, which I could try and install. Okay. Let me know. I'll let you guys decide. If it really is that bad, if it's so bad that the stream is unwatchable, then let me know and I will restart my computer and you'll just have to wait a little bit for the stream to start back up. Why is this? So yeah, just let me know. How bad is the lag? If it's so bad that the stream is like unwatchable, I'll restart my PC. Let me know. King Clifford says, "Do you have to have a DLC? Do you have to have a disk drive on the PC for the FS25 Collector's Edition?" No, you don't. It comes with a download code. My computer doesn't have a disk drive, which is slightly annoying. You know, I hate the fact that computers these days don't even have a space to put in discs if you have them. But that's a separate issue. If you buy the Collector's Edition, it does come with a download code, so if you don't have a disk drive, don't worry, you can still download the game. But yeah, it is a bit annoying that computers these days just don't have anywhere to put discs. That's like how reliant we've become on downloads. And don't get me wrong, downloads are great. I've got like 200 games on Steam that are all downloadable whenever I want to play them. But it is also sad that, you know, I can't watch a DVD on my computer, and I have quite a lot of DVDs. I don't know if you can see behind me, the camera might cut it off, but I have a whole shelf of DVDs which I actually quite like to watch. I had to buy a DVD player to watch my DVDs because my computer doesn't have a disk drive, so I can't watch them on my computer, which is really annoying. I had to buy a separate DVD player to be able to watch my DVDs. So it's, you know, it is what it is. I think, even though I probably wouldn't use a DVD player, even though I probably wouldn't use a disk drive very much, it would be nice if the computer actually had a disk drive on it anyway, just in case you want to use it for stuff, you know? All this is completely irrelevant to your question, which was, do you need a disk drive for the Collector's Edition? The answer to that question is no. I just wanted to use it as an excuse to rant about the lack of disk drives on modern computers. Lag could be cold weather, says Charlie. That is a good point, yes. It could be. Because the weather effects in the game are quite, you know, quite graphically intensive. There's a lot of volumetric fog and light and stuff like that. That could be contributing to it. I still think it could be to do with the daylight, though, because now that the sun's come up a little bit better, now that the sun's come up further, it does look a little bit better in-game. I don't know if it's still lagging on the stream. Again, do let me know. I really have no way of knowing if the stream's lagging. Like, the only way for me to know that the stream is lagging is for you to tell me. So, you know, do feel free to tell me if there's lag or if the audio is out of sync or anything like that. I won't know unless you tell me. So do tell me. I keep forgetting to lower the bloody stone picker as well. Right, it's lowered. It is lowered. It's definitely lowered. Right. It's quite... I don't want to say tedious, because it is a game, and games aren't supposed to be tedious, they're supposed to be fun. And it's not the game's fault, it's just me not being able to work the stone picker. That's my bad entirely. A bit laggy, says Snackerjacker. Thanks, Snackerjacker, for letting me know. When you say bit laggy, do you mean like unwatchable, or do you mean like it keeps stuttering every now and then? Because if it's unwatchable, I can restart the stream. If it's not that bad, then you may have to live with it for today, and I will try and figure out what's causing it before the next stream. It's watchable, says Catman Charlie. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. Okay, if it's watchable, then we'll try and just deal with it for now. Like I say, ordinarily I would restart the stream, but we have already restarted the stream once today because I had to update the game. So I would rather not restart the stream a second time if I can avoid it. Ignore the sign that I just knocked over. And that one. I feel like the game itself, for me personally, it is running a little bit smoother now. You ever tried 5M before, says Snackerjacker? No, I haven't. I've never even heard of it. I'm presuming it's a game. But I'm not familiar. Ooh, nearly. Oh, it's GTA 5 RP, right, I see. No, I've never actually done RP on GTA 5. I always had enough fun in the single player, to be honest, in the campaign. I've said it before, but I'm not really a big fan of multiplayer games in general. I do play a lot of multiplayer games with my friends, like, you know, stuff like Phasmophobia, Lethal Company, stuff like that. But I don't really like online multiplayer with people I don't know. I prefer to do multiplayer games with people that I like know personally, like my friends and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't really play many multiplayer games. Again, apart from like smaller ones that I can play with friends. It's a very grey day as well. Phasmophobia is pretty cool, says Snackerjacker. Yeah, oh, I love Phasmophobia. Haven't played it for a while, but they did have their Blood Moon event recently, which we played quite a lot of. But yeah, I really do enjoy the game. It's a really cool game. And it's the sort of perfect game to play with like a small group of friends as well. It would be nice if you could do up to 8 players. Unfortunately, you can't. It's 4 players max. So if you've got more than 3 friends, you won't be able to play with all of them at the same time. Whereas with Lethal Company, you can just mod it. There's a mod called More Company where you can play with up to 8 players. And again, if you have like a friend group of 6 people, for example, then it's a lot better to be able to play a 6-player game rather than a 4-player one and have people, you know, sitting out and not being able to join in. You tried Outlast Trials, says Nakajaka. I haven't, no. I haven't really played much Outlast in general, to be honest, assuming that you are referring to the same Outlast. I could be wrong on that. I do have the original Outlast and Outlast 2 on Steam, but I've only very briefly played them, I will admit. It's brilliant, plus I love the puzzles, trying to survive, says Snackerjacker. I might check it out. I do love a nice puzzle game. I forgot to lower the stone picker again. Yeah, I am a big fan of puzzle games. Oh, it's full. I thought it wasn't picking up because I forgot to lower the stone picker, but it's actually just full of stones. Is there anywhere I can get rid of these stones? Oh, I like that. I've got a mod, by the way, which shows you like some more information about your items and stuff like that. That's quite handy. So we've got, for example, Napa cabbage. We got 949 liters of it in stock. If we sell it right now, we'll get 1,111 for it, but its value is 1,054. So if we sell it right now, we'd actually be getting slightly more than it's worth, right? Which is good. I think that's what that means anyway. I'll have to play around with it a little bit more and see what's going on there, but that's if that's the case, that's pretty cool. And then the normal price fluctuations are here, so what do we actually have in storage? We got wheat. Oh, it sorts the crops as well. Oh. Okay, is this a base game thing? Is this the latest update? Because one thing that I really hated before was that if you wanted to find out the price of wheat, you had to scroll all the way down to the very bottom of the list because they're all in alphabetical order. But now it looks like they've got separate categories for different products, so we don't have to scroll all the way to the bottom for wheat. Speaking of wheat, the best sell price for wheat is in January, which is tomorrow, so we will be able to sell that today. What else do we actually have, if anything? It doesn't look like we got anything else at the minute. Okay, anyway, I forgot to even look for the thing that I was supposed to be looking for, which was stones. Where can I sell stones? At the cement factory. Oh, handy. We're right next to the cement factory. Let's go. Have I still got the stone picker turned on? No. Why am I driving so slowly then? May just be the terrain. Okay. Why is it not letting me unload there? This is the unloading zone for stones, right? Ah, there we go. Ryan says, I thought you quit. Fair play for trying again. I would never quit Farming Sim. I love Farming Sim. Oh. Lovely, we got £300 for that. And yes, my in-game currency is pounds, even though we're in the US. Sue me. What are you playing? Says Unruly Boss. This is Farming Simulator 25. And this is episode 2. Well, technically episode 3, because we did play it a little bit on the day it came out, when we did the unboxing stream. But this is our second proper episode of the game. Now that the sun's out, it does seem to look a little bit smoother. Again, I'm not sure if that's coming across on stream, but I forgot to turn the stone picker on again. Okay, well, we might as well go to the bottom of the fields, because we're already nearly there. Anyway, like I was trying to say, I think the lag was being caused by the lighting. Because it, you know, from my perspective, it seems to be a bit smoother now that the sun's out a bit more. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. If there's any lag on the stream, do let me know. But it seems like the worst of it is over. We're getting there. We've got 4 fields of this to do, by the way. Fortunately, most of them are smaller than this one. It's the turning around. If I just skipped rows, it'd be a lot quicker, but you can't really skip rows with this job because it's very hard to see where you've been and where you haven't. I guess there are tyre tracks. I'm going to try and skip a row. And hopefully the tyre tracks will guide us and we'll be able to see which rows we've done and which ones we haven't. It just makes it easier because I can do a U-turn instead of a 3-point turn. We'll try it. We'll see how it works out. Ignore all that mess. It's not very neat and tidy, I know. Why? This stone picker is... There's something wrong with it, I'm telling you. It couldn't just be me. Couldn't possibly be my driving. No, it's the stone picker that's faulty. Oh god, it's starting to get dark again already. I was going to do all 4 fields in December. It's already starting to get dark, and we haven't done the first field yet. We're getting there, though. We're getting there. We have done a decent portion of it over there already. I think. I can see tyre marks. I've got a mod active, by the way, called Extended Vehicle Leasing, I think, or something along those lines. Basically, it makes the vehicle leasing costs a bit more realistic, so when we return the stone picker to the shop after we've finished with it, there'll be like extra fees and stuff like that based on how damaged it is, etc, etc. Just a little bit of extra realism. You know I like my realism. Let's do a little bit of cam view. Why not? Treat yourself. Have I got time to have a drink? Hopefully. Plenty of time. Plenty of time. Is that 1 or 2 rows left on my right? I think it's 2. No, it's not. It's 1. Okay. So I'll go back. No, I'll go that way. I'll go right. I'm gonna have to turn the clock all the way down to real time while we do the rest of this, because I really want to get all these stones picked before it gets dark. How's it going? Says Unit 07999. It's going pretty well. Yeah, we're having a pretty good time in FS25 today. Do I even need my lights on? It's not even dark enough to have my lights on. I don't know why I've got them on. Shame the in-cab displays still don't actually work. Thought we might have achieved that by now, but c'est la vie. Oh yeah. The U-turns make it so much easier. So we'll do the 4 fields, then I'll skip ahead to January, and then we're going to go and sell the wheat. Then I think we'll check in on the greenhouses and see what's going on with those, because we should still be producing kimchi. If unless we haven't topped it up with water, I don't know. In fact, I can check in a second when we, while we're doing this row. There we go. Okay, let me just put the cruise control on there, and that'll keep driving while I check the production chains. Okay, we are producing chilies, garlic, lettuce, cabbage, spring onion, strawberries, and tomatoes in our medium tart greenhouse. Oh no, we're not. We're producing chilies, garlic, cabbage, and spring onion. Okay. And at the preserved food factory, we are producing kimchi. I don't know how much we've got at the minute, but we are making kimchi right there. Oh, whoops. Sorry, I was a bit distracted by the production menu there. And we've wrapped it around a lamppost. Wonderful. Or telegraph pole, anyway. Whoopsie-daisy. I'll say no more about it. We missed a bit there. Back it up. Key starter says, Catman Charlie, what about it? Why is that still not going? Because I haven't lowered the thing again. Key and Power says, when are you playing Farming Sim? Right now. What do you think that is? This is Farming Simulator 25. Thought it was Train Sim, says Kian Power. I think it might be time for a trip to Specsavers then, Kian. Okay, couple more rows. In fact, I think one more row. Beautiful. I'm amazed that all of the lines are still there as well. I thought it was going to be kind of like the tyre marks in FS25, where they start to fade away after a while. But no, looking across the field, it does look like all of the tyre marks are still there, even from when we started way over in the other corner, which is pretty cool. I like that. I wonder if they disappear when we quit the game. I haven't actually tested that yet. I would guess they probably do. Like, my assumption would be that the tyre marks are, like, not remembered when you quit the game. Like, they're not saved or anything like that. So I would guess that if we quit the game and then join it again, all the tyre marks will be gone. If anyone knows, if anyone can correct me, or, you know, or maybe that is the case, let me know. But if not, I can test it myself. Okay, empty out the stones. And off we go. So we've still got field 3, 4 and 5 to do. Fortunately, they're all a lot smaller than field 2. Where's field 1 then? What? Hang on. Am I an idiot, or is there no field 1? There's no field 1. There is no field 1 on the map. Where's field 1? Unless it's because the fields are numbered differently in this one. They're numbered based on the farmland. Okay, yes, so this is... So it's not actually field 2, it's farmland number 2. It's like buyable area number 2. So the reason there's no field number 1 is because the farm itself is classed as plot number 1. Okay, that makes sense. I'm going to start in that corner. There's the greenhouse working away. Looks like we got some... What have we got? Some chilies and some garlic. But no cabbage or spring onions yet. Cabbage we got 672, spring onions we got 336. Okay, we'll have to wait a little bit longer then for those to come through. And then we can whip up some more kimchi. Okay, here we go. What are you... I'm not having fun with the GPS steering today. Doesn't seem to want to play ball. Sorry, by the way, for the radio silence. I was literally saying earlier in this stream that I try to avoid dead air as much as I can. But some jobs, there's not really much to say about them, you know. Help me out a little bit, you know. Give me your input. That's what I'm here for. Let's converse, you know. Any questions about what I'm doing? About my life choices? I get plenty of those. Ask and ye shall receive. None. Okay. Ooh. What's going on here? So the GPS is still a little bit buggy around the edges of the fields, I notice. Ooh, are we going to clip the barn there? Nope. It's not the most exciting job, is it? Stone picking, I mean. I'm not farming in general. Like this specific activity is not the most exciting in the world. But it does have to be done. I'm off to deliver pizza, says Catman Charlie. Have fun, Catman Charlie. Well, as much fun as you can have delivering pizza. I'm guessing that you do you DoorDash or Uber Eats or something along those lines. Either way, you know, have a good shift, I guess. Thanks for following, Callum. Much appreciated. Yeah, it really isn't. Oh god, even I'm yawning. No, that's a bad sign. That's a bad sign when you yawn in your own live stream. I'm sorry, but there's nothing I can really do to make it more exciting. It's stone picking. It's a boring job, but it's got to be done. If we don't pick the stones, then our equipment is going to be damaged by them when it comes to planting next year. You know, so it's got to be done at the end of the day. I'm not sure how much of a concern stone picking is for real farmers. I will say that I grew up on a farm and I never saw a stone picker in my life until they were added to Farming Sim. So I'm really not sure how much real farmers actually spend on stone picking equipment. I know they do exist, you know. Obviously, this is a real life stone picker. I'm not sure how much real farmers actually use stone pickers. Why don't you just make them into one big field? Says Nelly. Because I want to plant different crops in all of them. I want to try and grow as many different crops as we can. So they're all going to have different stuff in. I cannot actually remember what we decided in the last stream, but we did, in the last stream, we decided what we were going to plant in each field. And I'm sure we said soybeans. I can't remember which field was which, but we definitely said soybeans, corn, oats, and some kind of vegetable. Because with the corn and oats we can make cereal. With the soybeans we can make soybean oil, I think, or there's some kind of production that we could do, soy milk or something. And then obviously the vegetables we can use at the vegetable canning factory. So we are going to do at least one field of vegetables, one field of oats, one field of corn, and one field of soybeans. Then the only things we'll need to buy in are the raisins for the cereal. And obviously we might need to set up a canning factory or something. Well, no, actually we've already got a canning factory for making the kimchi. So we've already got all the equipment we need to start making tinned carrots or tinned parsnips or whatever other fruit we want to, vegetable we want to put in tins. I'm just looking at my poster, which is behind the camera. We can make soup. We can make carrot soup, parsnip soup, red beet soup, potato soup, noodle soup. So those are all options. Maybe we'll do soup. That would be quite good. Let's do parsnip soup. I like parsnips. I'm a big parsnip enjoyer. I don't think I've ever had parsnip soup. I like them roasted, but it could be something fun to try. We can also do canned peas. We can do spinach in bags. What about beans? Can we... What do you do with beans? We can put green beans in jars. Okay. So basically we could grow any vegetable and we can make them into something. So the options are carrots, parsnips and red beet, all of which can be tinned. Or spinach, beans and peas. Peas can be tinned, beans can be jarred, spinach can be bagged. So they're all options. We can do basically anything, and we will get round to doing all the different crop types eventually. I'm curious to see the new cereal recipes as well, because in FS22 you could make cereal with corn, oats, and honey, and raisins. But there is a new cereal recipe involving rice as well, so we'll try that at some point. Maybe we can make like Rice Krispies. I don't know. We'll see. I like Rice Krispies. Or Cocoa Pops, if we bring in a bit of chocolate powder. Unbranded, of course. You know, Choco Snaps or whatever unbranded version you prefer. But it would be cool if we could make some off-brand Cocoa Pops in Farming Simulator. Can we? I don't know. We'll see. Do you stream on Twitch, says Prab. Currently, I don't stream on Twitch, no. A lot of people have asked me about it, and it is something that I would definitely like to consider at some point. The problem is, it's very difficult to multi-stream on TikTok, because TikTok prefers you to stream from TikTok Studio. Technically, you can stream from OBS on TikTok, but obviously TikTok Studio is specifically designed for streaming on TikTok. If I were to stream on Twitch, I would have to figure out a way of doing multi-streaming to TikTok and Twitch, and probably YouTube as well, because all of my live streams get posted to YouTube afterwards, so it would be quite handy if I could just stream them to YouTube as well. So to answer your question, right now I don't stream anywhere apart from TikTok, but in the future, once I've figured out the logistics of it, I would like to stream on Twitch and YouTube as well, like all three at the same time. God knows how demanding that will be on my already less than average internet, but we'll find out. I hear you. It's a shame you can't turn off the beeping on the steering assist. I don't think it's really necessary, you know. I don't need it to beep when I get to the end of the field. I can see when I'm at the end of the field. Oh, will we get the whole field done before it fills up? We're at 94%. 95. Oh, I've got a bad feeling about this. I've got the sneaking suspicion that we're going to get to the end of the field and there's going to be one single piece of stone that we can't pick up. Like one single patch that it won't let us get. Come on. 96. 97. 98. 99. Come on, please. Please, 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 please. Yes! Okay, we did it. We managed it. Whoa, a bit fast there, Sol. Calm yourself. Where am I going? I think I was supposed to turn left there. I was supposed to turn left there. Okay. No worries, we'll just do a U-turn. Oh, sorry, I hit the mic there. There we go. Okay. So we're supposed to go right here. I think. Yeah, there's the cement factory on the right. I mean, we could have also just crossed the road. But you know, what's done is done. Too late to go back now. Dump stones. Down they all go. Still 2 more fields to do. Man, this it's been slow progress today. For very, very many reasons. We will do something a little bit more exciting after the stone picking. God knows what, but I'll think of something. Okay, I'm just going to cut straight through the trees here. Let's go. 2 fields left, and they are the smallest ones. This field here is actually the smallest one we own, so should only take a couple of minutes. There's a stone there. You thought you could get away. Thought you could pull a fast one on me, did you? Well, you couldn't. Stone picked. Oh god, the cows. I keep forgetting that we've got cows. What? I don't know what to do with them. I didn't want them, to be fair. You just start off with cows, whether you like it or not. They're an inconvenience to me, to be honest. I could just sell them. Get some money for the meat. Speaking of, it's a real shame that there aren't meat-based recipes, like productions in Farming Sim. I understand why. It's because the game is rated PEGI 3. That's also the same reason why you can't make wine in the game, even though you can grow grapes. And obviously, you know, because it's a PEGI 3 rated game, they can't be like an abattoir or a slaughterhouse where you take the animals or anything like that. But it would make it a lot more realistic and a lot more immersive if there were productions based on animals. You know, if you could make pork pies, for example, or, you know, mince. Why can't I make mince? Why can't I make beef mince? Why can't I make a spaghetti bolognese? I want to make a spaghetti bolognese and sell it to the local supermarket. I want to make microwave spaghetti bologneses. Why can't I do that? Someone make that a mod. I'm serious. Someone make a spaghetti bolognese mod for Farming Simulator 25. I want to make microwavable spaghetti bolognese in this game. And it's appalling, frankly, that I can't already. Because the thing is, you have these two things. And in all seriousness, I was, you know, a little bit of a light-hearted joke, but in all seriousness, it's a little bit jarring because in this game you've got this huge, complicated production system. You know, you can make cakes in this game, right? You grow the wheat, and then you take it to the flour mill, and then you get some milk and you take it to the dairy, and then you go to the bakery and you deliver the strawberries and the sugar and etc, etc, and then you make cakes, right? This game has a lot of complicated productions like that. And then there's the animals, and the animals are like a completely separate thing. You can grow the animals, you can sell their produce, but you can't actual meat themselves, the actual cows themselves, you can't do anything with them apart from just sell them directly. And I just think that's a shame. I just think, you know, it'd be a little bit more realistic if there were production chains involving the meat. Because that's what real farmers do, you know. Cows are grown, cows are bred for their meat, sheep, pigs, chickens, all of these animals that are bred on farms, they're not just, you know, they don't just breed them for milk and eggs, they get meat from them. That's a fact, that's how it works. And I just think it's a shame that that area can't be explored in the game because of the age rating. They can't include any, like, violence towards animals or anything like that. So you've got this entire untapped area of production that they are literally aren't allowed to show you in the game. It's just a shame. I'm not saying it in a way that like this is a feature that they must implement, because I understand why that feature isn't in the game. It's just a shame that it is the way that's the way it is, you know. So again, to reiterate, if someone wants to make a mod where I can take my cows to the abattoir and then take the meat to the pie factory and make a beef and, you know, make a steak and ale pie, please do it. Someone make that a mod. I'm genuinely serious. Someone add a mod into Farming Sim where I can make spaghetti bolognese, steak and ale pie, and I don't know, Scotch eggs, and then I'll be happy. Thank you. That's my feature request for Farming Sim 25. That's another thing as well, actually. Beer. There's no beer. You can't make beer in Farming Sim. Because beer is alcohol, and the game is rated PEGI 3, so there can't be, you know, there can't be any references to alcohol or anything like that in the game. But in real life, real farmers, they sell barley to breweries, and they make beer. So again, I'm not saying it in a way that I think that it should be in the game as vanilla, because I understand why they're not allowed to do that. But it should be a mod. Someone should add a mod where I can make barley into beer, where I can make grapes into wine, and where I can make cows into steak and gravy pies. That's all. I'm going to stop talking about this now because I feel like I'm just ranting. But I genuinely think that the game would be better if I could make pies. That's all. That's it. You'll hear no more from me about that matter now. Done. And sausages as well, that would be quite good, wouldn't it? Why can't I make sausages? Why can't I take my pigs to the sausage factory and make sausages? That's all I'm saying. I'm not asking for much. Okay, somehow I've missed a bit. But it's not a full row, it's like half a row that I've missed. I think it might be something to do with the headlands, because they're a little bit uneven. I'll go back and get the bit that I missed. Then we'll take the stones away, and then there's one more field to do. Okay, where are the stones that I missed? There. Slightly. There we go. That's better. Let's get them sold. God, it's 5 o'clock already. Damn. I've been streaming for 2.5 hours. The first half an hour was waiting for the game to actually launch, and then the remaining 2 hours have been me picking stones from a field. That's it. That's been the entire stream. I do apologise, because it's not been tremendously exciting. Come on. Oh, okay. That'll do. Oh, I'm in reverse. Christ. Sorry. 1.9. I'm not sorry, but I shouldn't really say it. Some people may find it insensitive. I do say it a lot in real life, though. I've got to be honest with you. I know I generally try to avoid swearing and stuff like that on stream. In real life, swear like a sailor. I swear quite a lot. I've got to be honest with you. I do like a good swear. On stream, I try to avoid it, but in real life, I'm a swearer. I'm 25. I can swear if I want. You can't stop me. Okay, last field. Very nearly done with the stone picking. You'll be pleased to hear. What am I going to do next? What am I going to do for the remaining hour of the stream? I feel like I've been streaming for 5 hours, but it's actually been half that. It's just because I've spent so much time today waiting around for stuff. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. How are you keeping up, Saul? Anyone joined the multiplayer, says Ob. I'm not sure, Ob. I'm not actually on the multiplayer server right now, unfortunately. We did try playing a little bit of multiplayer, but because my internet is already not the best, it really couldn't keep up with streaming the game and playing on the multiplayer server at the same time. So I've switched over to single player. As I say, I do play on the multiplayer server in my free time, so if you do still want to play multiplayer with me, you know, I might be on later on tonight. But I think for the purposes of streaming, until I get like better Wi-Fi, I'm going to have to stick to single player on my live streams. And I do actually plan to upgrade to better Wi-Fi in the new year, by the way, because our current Wi-Fi is absolutely shocking. As you can probably tell, the stream quality it fluctuates enormously. If you're wondering what I'm drinking today, by the way, it's cherry Coke today. I like a nice cherry Coke. I'm sorry for rubbing my nose. I'm not... It's because it itches. It's not snot. I'm not snotty. I just have an itchy nose. Okay? Let's not... I'm not picking it. Okay? Don't say I'm picking it. You should definitely watch Dexter, says Ob. Must watch. Thanks for the recommendation, Ob. Like I say, I have heard of it. I've never seen it, but I'm familiar with the premise. Like, I know what the general idea behind the show is. And it does sound like something I'd be quite interested in, to be quite honest. It really does sound like my cup of tea. I've just never gotten round to watching it. But like I say, it is very much on my watch list, and it has been for a while. Thing is, there's so much. There's so much crap to watch these days. I don't mean that in a bad way. I'm not. When I say crap, I just mean stuff. Like there's so much to watch, and so little time, and you end up. What? For me personally, I end up not watching anything because there's like 50 different things that I want to watch, but I can't decide which one of them to watch first, so I just end up watching none of them. And yeah, that's basically how it goes for me. So I just never watch anything because I've got so much stuff that I want to watch and I can't decide where to start, you know? It's kind of I'm kind of the same with games, to be honest, because I've got like 200 games in my Steam library, and I never play any of them because I can't decide which ones I want to play, so they all just end up sitting there being unplayed. Thanks for following Virtual Farmer Dad. Okay, we're nearly there. By the time this is done, there's only going to be 45 minutes left on the stream. We have legitimately spent almost 2 hours of this live stream picking stones, and I can only apologise. It's a very boring job. But again, it has to be done, and we've come this far. We got to finish it at this point, you know? We can't just leave the stones unpicked after we've done, like, 90% of it. We gotta soldier on. On the bright side, we are going to be selling our wheat tomorrow, which means, you know, it gives us a good chance to have a little bit of a tour around the map, see some places we haven't visited yet. So that should be a bit more exciting. How's your week, Saul says Ob? Not bad, not bad. Obviously, Wednesday we did try to play OMSI, and it was quite stressful. Apart from that, I've had a very good week. Thank you for joining me on Wednesday, by the way. Everyone who was here for OMSI on Wednesday, thank you very much. And I'm genuinely, I'm so sorry that I gave up on the game after only half an hour. But I genuinely cannot tell you how stressed I was getting at that game. I did end up playing a bit of it off camera, and I have learnt a bit more about the game. And I do intend to play it again. We are going to play it again. and I will actually know what I'm doing this time. It is my fault at the end of the day. I didn't like take enough time to learn how to play the game before the stream, and as much as people were trying to help, you know, I did have like 5 different people trying to explain how to play the game, and they were all telling me different things, and it was just, it really, I've never felt so stressed in a live stream before. My live streams are usually very calm, very relaxed, very laid back, but in that particular stream, I was just, I could feel my blood boiling, you know. And in the end, I just had to be like, you know what? I'm not going to do this. I'm going to take a break. We'll try this again another day. So I'm really honestly sorry to everyone who did join me on Wednesday. I'm so sorry that the stream got cut short. But it was really getting to me in a way that I've never been gotten to before on a live stream. I just had to remove myself from it. But like I say, I have played a bit of the game off camera. I've started to get a bit more of a feel for it, and next time I play it, it should be a lot more fun. Okay, last few stones. We're at the very end of the field now, thank God. What a tedious job. Oh wait, there's still some more there. And I think there's one more row over the other side that we need to get as well. Isn't there? Oh, maybe not. Oh, whoops, we're caught on the fence there. I could have sworn that there was a row that we didn't get. Oh, maybe not. How did the bus simulator go? Said Ellis. Not well, Ellis. I actually might have rage quit the game a little bit, and the stream. It's the first time I've ever done that, by the way. It's the first time I've ever just, in the middle of a live stream, just said, nope, I'm not doing it anymore. And again, I can only apologise for that. But it's not the game's fault, it was my fault. I'd already had a pretty stressful day, and the game was stressing me out as well. It's not the game's fault, and I will give the game another go. I'll give it a second chance, you know. But yeah, the stream was not good. That was by far the worst live stream I've ever done. We only managed to stream for half an hour before I quit the game. Not my proudest streaming moment. I'll be honest with you. How's the farm going then? Very good, very good. See, the thing is, I actually know how to play this game, so I'm not going to get stressed out at it. Okay, there's the stones done. All that's left to do now is take the stone picker back to the shop and return it. Then we can fast forward to January and finally sell the wheat. Let's put the time scale up to 5 times. now that we've done with the jobs for today. It's starting to lag again. I think it's got to be the lighting. It's got to be the volumetric lighting that's causing it. Because it was lagging early in the morning, it stopped lagging during the daytime, and now that it's starting to get to sunset, it's lagging again. So it's got to be the lighting. It's got to be the lighting. I may have to turn down the lighting quality just a little bit. Whoa, nearly. Very nearly. Train. Train. So I'm interested to see how this mod works that I've got installed. For those of you who weren't here earlier, I'm using a mod which makes vehicle leasing a bit more realistic. So I think we'll be charged for the condition of the equipment when we return it. So it'll cost a little bit more than the usual leasing costs. Curious to see how it actually works when we return the equipment. Where do I return the equipment? There doesn't appear to be a marker. It's not that, is it? Oh, I think it is. Motor X. Okay, yeah, this must be it. Okay. What's the damage? Okay. Elho Scorpion, return. Okay, so we were charged 71 for the running costs, 336 for the washing costs, because we returned it and it was dirty. I wonder if we clean it before we return it then, will we not get the washing cost? I wonder. And we actually got a bit of money back because we returned it in good condition, so that's quite cool. I like that. I like that mod seems to... It just adds a little bit more realism, you know. If you return the equipment in good condition, you get a little bit of your deposit back, as it were. But then they did take a little bit away for the fact that it wasn't clean. I like it. I like that very much. Oh, wait. I've missed my turn for the farm. It's okay, we can turn here. God, I love this tractor, but it's not the fastest. Woo. What's the game called you're playing, says Ellis? This is Farming Simulator 25. I do have another tractor, don't I, in this world? Sure, surely. Yes, we do. We have a John Deere 3650. Okay, good. I thought we did. Okay, before we fast forward to January, let's see how our products are doing. Very good. We got a full pallet of all of the ingredients for kimchi, so tomorrow we'll move those over to our preserved food plant. Oh, we got a whole pallet of kimchi there. Look at that. 1,000 jars of kimchi. Well, not 1,000 jars. I'm actually working out how many jars we got now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 by 6, that's 40. 40 times 3, 120. 120 jars of kimchi. And there'll be plenty more to come. Is it actually working right now? It is, but it's almost empty. So let's go sleep. And then in the morning we'll load in some fresh produce. 8 AM, please. Okay. Sorry, I got a bit of cherry coke on my hand. Right, so, first things first. Check the prices of our crops. Wheat, grain mill, 13,475. The price is actually falling, so let's go and sell that straight away. Before the price drops any further. We won't get it all in one trailer though, will we? Nope. Oh, there's still another 3,000 litres in there. Well, it doesn't matter, we can do 2 trips. I should really try and get the eye tracker working again. I haven't even bothered to set it up on the new computer yet, but I do still have my old webcam. So we could try again to use the eye tracker for Farming Sim and Euro Truck. Because the problem is I can't always look around while I'm turning the wheel. If I need to do a big turn with the wheel, it's really hard for me to reach the thumbstick to look around in the cab at the same time. Whereas obviously with the eye tracker, I can just look where I need to look and it'll work. So maybe maybe I'll have a look at getting that working again at some point. Checking if we could go any higher. We cannot. This is top gear. Okay, we're in a part of town we haven't visited before though, which is cool. There's a lumber mill. Well, lumber company. And this is, I'm assuming, a bakery. Let's see what we get. £9,795. Not bad. Remember, we got another 3,000 litres to sell. I wonder if there's anything good in the used vehicle sale today. I'll have a look in a minute. Was that rock always there? The first time I've noticed it. Okay, so we got another 3,000 in the silo. Then we'll deal with the greenhouse stuff. And then that'll probably take us through to about 5:45. So we'll probably be ending the stream just a tiny bit early. But we did start early. Oop, indicators off, please. Oop, back a bit. There we go, another 3,000 litres. Well, 2,991, close enough. That's another slight problem as well, having the indicators on the wheel. Because obviously in Euro Truck I've got the indicators on this stick here, but in Farming Sim this stick is the gearbox. But it does make it a bit awkward to indicate sometimes. Especially while turning the wheel. I think it's specifically when I turn right as well that it's a problem, because if I turn left, my hand usually stays here, so I can easily use the thumbstick, but if I'm turning right, I'll show you what I mean in a minute. If I turn left here, actually, yeah, that's... See, I can't reach the thumbstick because it's all the way over there. And then the same here, if I turn right, the thumbstick's all the way over here now. So it just makes it a bit harder to look around while the wheel's turning, if that makes sense. I've come to the wrong place here. Supposed to be going to the bakery. What I'm trying to say is, this would be a little bit easier for me if I was using the eye tracker, so I will probably try and get the eye tracker set up again at some point in the near future. Where am I? I don't know where I am. I don't know how I've ended up here. let's just trespass on railway property for a second, just so that we can get back to where we should be, which is over here. God knows how we got so off course. Okay, that's another £3,655. Not bad. So we're on 794,871 now. Decent bit of harvest income there. I swear there was no rock there before. That is a new rock. That rock materialized out of nowhere, I swear it. What's this white cable? I've only just noticed that. Why is there a white cable in the cab? Where does it go? And where does it come from? What is that? Oh, listen to the sounds, by the way. Wow. The sounds in this tractor are really good. I mean, the sounds in general are really good because they obviously record sounds from real tractors. But this one in particular sounds so good. Just listen to it. Love it. Refill tip what? Refill tipper? With what? Oh, seeds. No, we don't. Well, I didn't know that was a seed refill in place. Oh, it isn't. There's just a big bag of seeds there. Right, well. Might as well finish filling it now. And then tip it back out. Why? Okay, I can't unload it. Great. So now we just got seeds in the trailer that we can't empty out. Unless we bring over a seeder and refill it from them. Can I... Great. Well, that's a problem for next time. Oh, we got 2 pallets of kimchi now. Look at that. 240 jars of kimchi. And there's still more to come. Would you want to drive in real life? No. I don't plan on driving in real life. It's never really been something that I've been interested in doing. I do think driving in games is fun and all that, but in real life it's just a bit too expensive and I don't really have any reason to do it, you know, I don't really need to drive. If it was cheaper, or if I had more money, I would consider it, but I just think there's way too much cost involved for something that I don't really need to do, you know. And again, I'm not, you know, I'm not like anti-car or anything like that. A lot of people do drive, a lot of people need to drive, and if you do need to drive, then that's absolutely fair enough, but for me personally, it's not something that I need to do, and it's not really something that I want to do either, so no, I don't drive, and probably never will. Now, if I can do this in cab view, that would be a miracle. Let's try it. Visibility is extremely low in this thing. Not bad, not bad. I've done worse jobs. Whoa, don't hit the trees. I should sell that wood, really. Okay, in goes the cabbage. So we've done garlic, chilies and cabbage, and last but not least the spring onions. Oh no, those were the spring onions, this is the cabbage. My mistake. There we go. Okay, let's just check the production is running. Okay, we've got plenty of everything in there. Incoming materials, 480 litres of chili peppers, garlic, 999 litres of Napa cabbage, and 480 litres of spring onions. And the kimchi is being produced at 24 cycles a month or an hour or something like that. And there we've got 2 fresh pallets of kimchi ready to sell. What about the canola oil? So that's processing as well. Unfortunately, the canola oil plant processes way slower than anything else. It's going to be a while before we get any pallets. $365. Is a pallet's 1,000, right? So we should get at least 1 pallet out of this. 20 canola makes 10 canola oil, right? So we put in about 6,000 canola. We should get out about 3,000 canola oil, which hopefully is going to be 3 pallets. We'll leave it to go and see what happens. Where am I Ooh. Didn't mean to look in the shop, but cool. Where am I selling the kimchi? 4,227 at the restaurant. Can I sell it anywhere else? Can I sell it at the farm shop? Okay, the best price for it is in October. But I'd rather just sell it now, because otherwise we're not going to be able to store it, really. We can sell it at the farmer's market for 1,900 Oh, no. Our Goldcrest Valley's slightly higher, but I really want to check out the farmer's market, because I haven't been there yet. So we're going to take this to the farmer's market. Next question is, how are we going to take this to the farmer's market? Because I am not driving 1.5 kilometers with a skid steer that does 7 miles an hour. I think we're going to need to get a flat trailer for managing pallets in future. Let's take a look in the shop and see what we can get. Or no, I was going to say I could get the ape. The little flatbed truck from Piaggio, but I don't want to do that. It's not very good. Don't want to do that. It's not very good. Let's just go for a nice cheap Selec bale trailer. Let's get a car as well, because we don't actually have a car yet. I'm going to go for the International Series 200. Design 1. Yes, we want a trailer hitch. Oh, lots of colours here. Oh, wow. So I've got a mod that lets you colour your vehicle in absolutely any colour you want. I want to go for a nice dark blue for this one, I think. There we go. Ooh. Oh god, there's so many options. There's way too many options here. Let's go matte. Oh yes, that's the stuff. In fact, I'm going to put the blue up slightly to make it a little bit bluer. And then I'm going to put the red and the green down to make it a little bit darker. No. No, actually, I like it how it is. Okay, rim colour. International beige, I think will go. Is that a glossy? There's way too much choice here. I should not be given this much choice because it's going to take me forever to make up my mind now. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like it. That's not bad. I do like a nice beige for the wheel rims specifically. A little bit more red. Okay, there we go. I'm going for that. Let's buy it. We can always customize it. You know, we can always change. We can always customize it. You know, we can always change it at some point if we're not happy. Here it is. It looks absolutely gorgeous. I don't think we actually need the trailer, to be honest. But we bought it now, so we might as well use it. Try and actually get close enough to the hitch to attach it. Oh, that's a problem. So why can I not attach this trailer then? I've got a hitch. Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because we can put the pallets directly into the back of the car anyway. Oh, at last, something fast. Oh my god. Oh, Jesus. The first thing I do as soon as I get a fast car is crash it. I love it. It's brilliant. Okay. Get him in, get him in. Oh, I've accidentally shut the engine. There we go. Oh. Why? Oh, crap. The wheel archers are going to get in the way. I mean, they're not going to go anywhere. Okay, let's pop you back in your place. Get back in the car. And now we're going to take this to the farmer's market, where we've never been before. Curious to see what it looks like. Oh, bad time, TV. Okay, so it's not actually in the town itself by the looks of it, unless it's quite far back. Definitely looks like we're going to have to cross the railway line to get to it. Where is the farm? Where is it? Oh, is it over the river? Oh, I think we're going to have to cross the river. Cool. So this is the first time that we're actually crossing the river, apart from, you know, in the first stream we did it just to see what it was like. This is the first time we're actually doing it properly. Oh god, we've actually got to wait for the ferry to come all the way over. I'm presuming there is a bridge if we're in a hurry and we need to get over there quicker. Yeah, there is a bridge to the east. But we've already called the ferry now, we might as well use it. It is pretty cool. Slow, but cool. Off we go. I like it. I like it. The car does not like it. Bouncing around a little bit. Really cool though. And then the farmer's market should be just up this hill. Some very steep terrain on this map, and I've noticed in general as well, with Hutan Pantai as well, there's some very, like, excessively steep gradients in quite a few places. Can you not be a dickhead, please? Oh, it was up there. Okay. Is there another way in? I think we can get in here. Whoa, okay. Well. Oh, never mind. So this is the farmer's market. Now I wonder if they fixed the bug. I really, genuinely, I know it's such a small thing, but I was really excited about the farmer's market, about being able to sell the stuff, and then you can come in here and actually see the stuff that you've sold. And on Hutan Pantai, it doesn't appear to be working properly. So I'm really hoping that it does on this map. We are in the right place, yeah? Or is there another spot that I need to be in for it to actually go through? Oh, it needs to be here. There we go. Okay, now hopefully this time that it hasn't worked. It hasn't worked at all. Like, genuinely, this bug genuinely annoys me because it's something that they really hyped up so much in all the game trailers. Like, literally, they've been going on about this for months. They've been like, oh wow, look, when you sell the vegetables, you can actually go inside the market and you can see the stuff that you've sold. Where is it? There's nothing in here. I've just sold 2 pallets of kimchi, and there is not a single jar of kimchi in here. So it's a really annoying bug to encounter, specifically because they've spent so much time advertising that specific feature, only for that feature to not work. So, no offense, Giants, but seriously, please pull your finger out on that one. That's such a stupid bug to have. And it's, at the end of the day, it's not what was promised, is it? You know? I wouldn't mind if it wasn't a feature that they specifically hyped up, you know? Okay, way too fast on these roads. Are they beehives? Oh, that's cool. I've gone the wrong way again, somehow. As long as I end up at the ferry, it doesn't matter how I get there. Right, this is the ferry. Good. Okay, it looks like we're not actually going to be ending the stream early at all. I really thought we would. I thought we'd be 15 minutes early, but it looks like we're actually going to end in good time. Stop yapping, says Bobby. Other live streams are available, Bobby. There's absolutely no need for you to waste the precious hours of your life commenting on my live stream. Go do something else. Go have fun. Live your life, you know. At the end of the day, why would you waste time watching and leaving comments when you could literally just do something else? The gates stay down for quite a while on these crossings. Have you played Flight Simulator yet? Says Scott Ashton. No, I'm not going to be playing Flight Simulator. I am aware that Flight Simulator 2024 has just come out. I personally won't be playing it because I'm just not really interested. I've never been a plane person. But, you know, I've heard very good things about it, so hopefully if that is your thing, hopefully you have a great time with it. Excuse me. Okay, here we are, back at the farm. We've actually got a little bit of honey to sell as well. We'll sort that out next time. Where am I going to park the car? There is a driveway, which is cool. There we go. There they are. And I think that's where we're going to end the stream. So we have stone picked all of our fields, 2, 3, 4 and 5. We've sold our kimchi and our wheat. Next stream we will be able to start planting. So obviously, like I say, I'm planning on planting at least one type of vegetable: parsnips, carrots, red beets, corn, soybeans and oats. So we do have 4 different crops that we're going to plant, 1 in each field, but we'll do that, like I say, in the next stream. For today I am going to leave it there. So I'm just going to quit out the game first. There we go. Okay. Right. Okay, that is going to be all for today's stream. Thank you everybody for joining. Hope you've had a good time. I've had quite a nice time today. We didn't really get as much done as I was hoping we would, because we spent a lot of time updating the game at the beginning, and then after that we had a bit of trouble with the multiplayer server. There was quite a lot of lag, so we had to sack that off in the end. But thank you very much everyone who has joined today. Thank you, Bobby. I'm gonna block you, but thank you for your comments anyway. Again, this live stream is, you know, it's not, you're not chained to a chair and forced to watch it. You can go and literally do anything else with your life rather than waste time on the internet commenting on my live stream. If you don't like it, go do something else. But thank you everyone who did enjoy the live stream and who has joined me today. I've had a very nice time. Like I say, didn't get as much done as I was hoping, but I've had fun all the same. Next live stream is going to be on Sunday, where we're going to be playing some more Alien Isolation, and I'm really looking forward, because we are very much in the thick of it now. We're very much at the most intense part of the game, so join me on Sunday for Alien Isolation if you're interested in that. Then the next live stream after that's going to be Trucking Tuesday, where we may actually finish our delivery to South Africa. It'll either be next week or the week after, but we are getting very close. We are near the border with Botswana. So join me on Tuesday for that. And then, of course, next week is going to be Factorio and Train Sim as well. So lots of fun stuff going on next week. That is going to be all from me for today. As always, thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed and you haven't already followed, please do. If you want to keep up to date with when I'm going to be streaming and when I post videos and stuff like that, please consider joining our Discord. And if you want to support me financially, please consider checking out my Patreon as well. Massive shout out to my current supporters, Kate, Sophie, Gabby, Jess and Daniel. It costs £1 a month. You get your name on this board, plus a shout out on stream, and VIP access in the Discord server as well. So yeah, there's links for both of those in the bio. That's going to be all from me for today. I will see you on Sunday for Alien Isolation. Thank you very much, everybody, and goodbye.